We can understand the Kundalini. We have the capacity to understand the whole world. Through our efforts, we have crossed the oceans, flown in the skies, covered the whole length and breadth of earth on foot, and have even gone into space. We have succeeded in traveling to other planets. We have explored every corner of this earth, but we have not been able to explore deep into ourselves. We have not been able to realize our true forms, and we have not been able to recognize our actual capacities. All our efforts shall go in vain until we understand the process of entering our own conscience. The situation in which we are today is similar to that of a thirsty person who goes to the seashore. The sea has tons and tons of water, but he cannot quench his thirst. It is like a person who goes to the North Pole and wishes for a shady tree there. There he shall find huge icebergs and fields of snow, but he won't find a tree. Similarly, man has explored the entire earth. He has travelled far and wide. He has even stepped out into space. He has reached the moon and is trying to set foot on other planets like Mars, Venus. He has explored the deepest seas and oceans and has drilled deep into the earth. But even after having achieved all this, he has never attempted to recognize his own self. This has been the greatest weakness of man, and this is why, even after so much development in science, he has not been able to achieve true happiness, joy, peace, and pleasure. This is in fact not possible because science has provided with only comforts and amenities through its various achievements, be it exploring the seas or exploring the space. Science has provided with modern amenities like fans, televisions, aeroplanes for making human life more comfortable, but through them true joy cannot be attained. Until man achieves happiness, he shall always be troubled with tensions, problems, and sorrows of life. He may be seen smiling, but the smile shall be artificial. Behind this smile, we shall find thousands of pains and sufferings. If we try to look into a person's life, we shall find sorrows, tensions, and disgust. If we talk to him, we shall find that he considers himself to be the most troubled person on the earth. Why is there so much pain and suffering even after so much progress in the field of science? Science has always endeavored to make human life more and more comfortable. But the more science invented new things, the more afflicted man has become. As more medicines were discovered, more diseases came up. As science invented new systems of transport, man became so dependent on them that today he cannot even walk 2 to 4 kilometers. Even the average age limit has come down from 100 years to 60 years. Earlier our ancestors used to live even to the ages of 100 to 120 years. Today we may find rural folks of the age 80 to 90 years. The person living in a city, although he is educated and uses all scientific amenities, hardly lives up to an age of 50 to 60 years. I am trying to help you enter your bodies and reach the soul which lies within. I am explaining to you that this fast life, this deceit, these lies, and these amenities cannot give you true joy in life. These cannot bring satisfaction, peace, and totality in your life. If this is so, then science is not at all useful to man. Science just builds the ego and vanity in man. Science says that man has achieved so much, but in which field? Fine, the minds have developed, but the feelings of the heart, like love and affection, have been subdued. Where mind is predominant, there cannot be true joy. Where mind prevails, devotion cannot generate. And where devotion cannot generate, there can never be happiness. A mind-oriented person cannot realize happiness in the thundering of the clouds. A scientist cannot hear the music produced by the rustling of leaves in springtime. The scientist cannot understand the humming song of a bee. He cannot enjoy the rhythmic beat of waves. And why? Because science has no instrument to measure such things. In comparison to comforts, God has given unlimited, boundless extent to joy. He has instilled music in the flow of a river. He has filled the clouds with lightning. He has bestowed the clouds with thunder. He has instilled music in the voice of a cuckoo and has blessed a peacock with an enchanting dance. And God has created all this so that one can attain joy and happiness. But it is very unfortunate that man is not able to achieve what he should. Rather, he is blindly running after all that is useless for him, and this madness stops only when he dies. He strives so hard to obtain all comforts, but he himself is not able to enjoy them as he keeps running after more and more all through his life. A person earns millions of rupees, but to what use? He cannot go to Haridwar. He cannot enjoy the gentle music of a river by sitting on its bank. He cannot go to Amarnath to have the darshan of God. Such a person starts his life and ends his life in the same way. Such life is, in fact, meaningless. This is not the way to achieve happiness. Such life cannot even be called human. Human life, according to the sages, does not constitute totality in itself. They have said that the joy present in our hearts is in fact the totality of life. Lord Krishna has said in Gita that if you want to see the universe, look into your own heart, because the whole world, the entire universe is present within you. Just look into your own self and you will find hundreds of planets and stars revolving around you. Close your eyes and look within. The process of looking with closed eyes is called dhyan or meditation, and the yogis have called it the state of awakening of the Kundalini.